Have you ever had one of those moments where you're doing everything right, eating clean, exercising, trying to live a healthy life, and then out of nowhere, you have to have a burger or a pancake or a sugary latte? I know I have, especially when I'm tired or stressed. I get these cravings that feel so intense, they almost don't feel like me. For someone who tries to live an active, balanced life and prioritize healthy, organic foods, it used to feel like a failure of willpower. But what if those cravings weren't really mine? That leads me to this question. Are your cravings really yours? Recent research suggests that the answer might be no, or at least not entirely. There's growing evidence that your gut microbiome, the trillions of microbes living in your digestive system, play a powerful role in influencing not just your digestion, but also your mood, your emotions, and yes, your food choices. Scientists call this relationship the gut brain axis. It's like a secret communication line between your gut and your brain, and the microbes in your gut are constantly sending messages. Some of those microbes produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, and they're the very same chemicals that affect your mood, motivation, and decision making. A 2024 article from Stanford Center on Longevity put it simple. The microbiome doesn't just live in our gut, it helps run the show. It can influence whether we feel anxious or calm, sad or satisfied, and whether we crave broccoli or a donut. One of the most fascinating studies I came across was by Alcott. It even goes further than that, suggesting that microbiomes may manipulate our behavior for their own benefit. Some bacteria might trigger cravings for sugar because they thrive on it. Others might alter our taste receptors or reward certain eating behaviors by stimulating dopamine release, basically training us the way they like. I know it sounds wild, but when you think about it, it kind of makes sense. If microbes rely on the food we eat to survive, why wouldn't they evolve ways to steer our choices? So here's the good news, we're not just passengers. We can shape our microbiome and therefore possibly reshape our cravings, habits, and even our mental health. According to a 22 study in mucosal immunology, we can influence our gut ecosystem through diet, probiotics, preprobiotics, and even newer techniques like fecal microbiota transplants. These aren't science fiction, they're real tools we're beginning to explore to improve our health and potentially retrain our body's internal messaging system. Dietary shifts like increasing fiber, eating fermented food like yogurt and kimchi, or cutting back on processed sugar can actually help grow population of helpful bacteria. And as those bacteria thrive, they may support better emotional health, improve focus, and yes, fewer unhealthy cravings. So, why this matters to us? This is a topic that goes beyond individual wellness, and it makes me wonder what if public health campaigns focus not just on willpower, but on microbial imbalance? What if mental health treatments could include microbiome care? Could changing what's it's in our gut help reduce anxiety, depression, obesity, and other chronic diseases? For me, this is a very personal topic, but it's also powerful. It shifts the narrative away from shame and self control and toward understanding the biology behind it. Instead of blaming ourselves for every craving, maybe it's time with us. What are our microbiomes telling us? And how can we teach them to work with us instead of against us? So, next time you feel an overwhelming craving, stop and ask yourself, is this me or my microbiome? And then take a moment to think about how your food choices, your mood, and your health are all part of a bigger system, one that you can influence. Because maybe the real path to be healthier, happier, and live a full life isn't about fighting your cravings, but about feeding the right bacteria. Thank you so much.